Emotions were still running high a week later when Nebraska met Iowa State in the final home game of the season.
All right, ready? Punch! That's it. Good, good. Way to get after now. All right, you're up.
It was senior day at Memorial Stadium. It was time for Big Red fans to say goodbye to a group of 23 young men whose dedication to excellence, both on and off the field, will rank the class of '97 among the best in school history.
The senior class is really, really close, and we have a lot of respect for each other. We have a lot of love for each other, and we have a tremendous amount of unity on this whole team, from senior down through freshman.
It was real emotional in the pregame, and everybody just wanted to go out and play really hard and make it a memorable game for the seniors, and I guess it was a pretty good game.
Given the emotion of the moment and the fact that the close call in Columbia was still fresh on the minds of the Huskers, Iowa State simply had no chance.
The handoff to Amon Green, 15, 10, 5, he's all the way for the score!
5 minutes and 3 big plays into the game, Nebraska led 21-0 and 35-7 by the end of the first quarter. By then, the Big Red had already rolled up 210 of its 594 total yards. While the Huskers ended the season as the nation's top offense, the fact that it ranked among the best ever at NU is even more impressive.
I see that people are realizing what a good job we're doing here, and my offensive line and Makovic are making me look good here. So we finally giving me credit and giving my team credit.
Amon passed the 100-yard mark on his first carry of the second quarter and ended the game with 209 yards on just 15 attempts. The NCAA second-ranked rusher in '97, Green finished the year second only to 1983 Heisman Trophy winner Mike Rozier on Nebraska's all-time charts.
I'd say the offensive line is about 99.9% of what I do out there, because they get majority of the guys out of my way, and all I have to do is break a couple tackles. Usually by the time I get touched, I'm in the defensive backfield.
The handoff to Amon Green, breaks a tackle on the 45, he's to the 40, 35, 30, far sideline, he's to the 20, 15, 10, 5, he's in!
Amon was one of 7 different Huskers who reached the end zone on the day, as NU posted a school record-tying 63 points in a first-half scoring explosion.
For the Huskers.
It was the kind of performance that left an impression on everyone, including the Huskers themselves.
Right before halftime, it was 56-7, and I really couldn't believe the score. And coming out after halftime, we had 3 chances to score right away, and I've never been on a team that scored 63 points that quickly.
It was another day in which 100 Huskers got to play. While the second half was nothing like the first, it wasn't necessary. Iowa State was no match for Nebraska, as the Big Red extended the nation's longest home winning streak to 42 games, a feat spanning 6.5 years. The 77-14 win over the Cyclones secured for Nebraska its second straight Big 12 North title. But what was most significant about that day in November was that as Tom Osborne left the field, few were aware that it was his final game at Memorial Stadium.